As the WNBA approaches its landmark 30th season, the league finds itself in the grip of a peculiar Cold War. On one side stands Caitlinclark, the generational talent whose arrival in 2024 catalyzed an economic revolution, charter flights, sellout crowds, and skyrocketing franchise valuations. On the other side stands a contingent of WNBA peers and legends whose reception of the Indianafever star has curdled from competitive fire into something far more personal and persistent. What began as welcome to the league physicality has evolved into a sustained narrative of exclusion, marking one of the most contentious generational transitions in sports history. The disconnect was evident from the moment Clark stepped onto the professional court, but it has only deepened with time. The tension is perhaps best encapsulated by the lingering shadow of the Chandy Carter incident from Clark's rookie season. When the Chicago Sky Guard delivered a blindside hip check to Clark away from the ball, a move devoid of basketball strategy, it wasn't just the foul that shocked observers, it was the subsequent doubling down. Carter's refusal to answer questions about Clark, coupled with the league's sluggish response to upgrade the foul, set a precedent. Open hostility toward the Golden Goose was not only tolerated but quietly celebrated in certain locker rooms. This on-court aggression has been mirrored by off-court dismissal from the league's old guard. WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes became the unwitting face of this resistance when she inaccurately diminished Clark's collegiate records, falsely claiming Clark needed 5 years and 40 shots, a game to break scoring titles. Even after being fact-checked, Clark broke the record in 4 years with efficient shooting. Swoopes' subsequent apology felt hollow to many, and her later defense that black people can't be racist, when questioned about her bias, only poured gasoline on the fire. It reinforced a perception that Clark's rapid ascent was viewed by legends not as a continuation of their legacy, but as a threat to it. The disrespect reached a bureaucratic peak during the All-Star voting processes of 2024 and 2025. While fans overwhelmingly voted Clark into captaincy, the peer ranking systems consistently placed her lower than her statistics would justify. In 2025, reports surfaced that fellow players had ranked Clark, a walking triple-double threat, as merely the 9th best guard in the league. It was a statistical impossibility that could only be explained by personal animus. Analysts like Dick Vitale and Stephen A. Smith have publicly blasted this dynamic, noting the absurdity of players biting the hand that feeds them. They argue that the rising tide of salaries and charter travel is directly tethered to the Caitlinclark effect. Yet the beneficiaries seem intent on alienating the source. Perhaps the most telling aspect of this saga is the silence from Clark herself. In the face of hard fouls, public shade from legends, and peer rankings that defy logic, the Fever star has refused to engage in the mudslinging. She has consistently redirected praise to her teammates and the growth of the league, labeling online hate as trolls, rather than acknowledging the very real resentment simmering in opposing huddles. This refusal to play the victim has arguably infuriated her detractors even more. As the 2026 season looms, the WNBA faces an uncomfortable truth. The league is more popular than ever, but its internal culture appears fractured. The veterans who built the house seem resentful of the rookie who renovated it overnight. Until this bridge is mended, the WNBA will remain a league at war with its own future, watching its brightest star shine despite the shade thrown her way.